Andreas' Little Dog Stories. My first dog, it was Joe. I didn't know how to call him, Rocky or Joe. And he was my little hero. I trained every morning with my hand in the pocket or the bed and grabbed his paws, and he bit me through the bed. Duvet. To short it up, he died 10 years ago, but he visited me already 4 times in my dreams. He came to me, huge like 2 cars above another, with paws like pizza tellers, and rumbled at the bed to make those games again, where I did my hand under the duvet and catch his paws, when he maybe could bite me to protect himself. 4 times already he, beyond when he is visited me, he missed me. That was the first dog. Then we understood each other souls like they made a test. They made in house of my father scene orchestrated that it's not so nice to lean on each other when both sides are in distress. But that was just one dog. The Joe fighted against 2 German shepherds. When my mother was on the walk with him, 2 shepherds, and he was my little hero dog. Like the consciousness was prepared to not go step back. He didn't learn that ever. And those shepherds bit him in the hip, that he wasn't the same after that incident. So that was the first dog. I was 14, like, the best friend in life. No, it's a family member. So to short it up, the brother of my Joe, that was about 9 dogs. He got sisters and brothers. Can you imagine what is going on behind the Rainbow Bridge? My mother said, there is a rainbow bridge where you can meet even animals in heaven like. And they are waiting and watching. So I just have to call my Joe, I thought. And one day I sit there and I don't believe in anything anymore. Then a ghost watched through my eyes. I felt the skull of my Joe in my skull. I saw his eye in my eye, and he watched me through, and every thought I had he was seeing. Like a whiskey glass I was for him in this awareness, consciousness. And then I was so satisfied that he is watching over me, my Joe, until today. And now, then the next dog, my engaged 8 years I had, those girl I love until today. She got new dogs, three dogs today. It's like a brother and the one. I have those feelings about this dog that he checked today that he has to learn vocabulary. I inject the song for my dog on the side of my engaged one once at the end of this audio track, and I know him at a little point in his life, and he thinks of me in the song, and he thought, I have to learn vocabulary. He's like in consciousness, like a brother. I'm even raven, deer, wolf, tree, like a brother and sisters in trees and animals. And this white dog with blue eyes said himself, I'm a greater one. once, and he meant me as human too. I have to learn vocabulary, and every time a radio goes on, he is checking, is it talking to me, this device? So intelligent he is. So let's get to the next dog with the engaged was Ronnie by the Czech Republic, and he checked me about a telepathic way, how to flew. He wanted to flew because it was so disharmony in our house. We were in the Fichtel Mountains, Fichtelgebirge, between Wunsiedel and Bischofsgrün, and he checked me telepathically on the parking lot in the near the forest, nearby, next to it. I said I didn't think anything about it. I always told something that asked me about how to flew or not to flew the Ronnie. Can I get away here? I said, Ronnie, if you run here in the forest, you've never seen ever before, after by my possibilities maybe. And he was running 20 meters left, 20 meters right, 5 meters into the forest, jumping, listening, smelling, and was happy. And I had to go on my knees this day. I was white like a wall. How to declare this to your engaged one? So, Ronnie, I said, please come again. I make the best lunch ever. He watched me one time. He wanted to run. He watched me again. You have to make your eating things by yourself. I make this for you. And he was so glad. And then he got back. I was so relieved that he is again on my side. And he was free for just one moment in his lifetime, I think. I let him out in Weissenstadt running, but it was not the same. Everywhere you were on his side. So the next dog was Karim. Hold on. Charlie, the friend of mine and Ronnie. Charlie was the stray of the village. He walked always 3 streets along to visit me and Ronnie. He now, after a prayer, I saw his future. He had no son. And in Bischofsgrün I made a prayer. Meanwhile, he has a son. It is a little secret line, I'm sorry. For the spirit of a matter thought, the Holy Spirit, that is working with us beings. And after the prayer, he got a son I saw in future. Meanwhile, he's a new stray in the village. But he accuses me, Andreas, I am because of you. Do something that I'm feeling fine. So what can I do? Yes, he had an operation. The hip is was a theme, and but I'm so happy. I dreamed of Charlie one time too. He's on the way everywhere a little bit, and nowhere. And his son is on the new village, the stray. So then my father, he drives through Europe to discover in Hungary a like brother dog, wolf dog, Karim. And he was so wild. He bit me in my head after I made like I had no force to stand. I let my body down. I looked into the corner at the floor at the bottom, and he bit in my back of the head as a half strong, you know it. When you are a young guy or a young dog, they made falls. And I chased him through the house. It chased him through the house, and then he never did things like that. He thought when I had one of those enlightened moments, I knew he is thinking, meanwhile, we are monsters because we have no heart. And then he stood up the window and he licked me about my face, and I put my tongue out too. And I know him for this moment. He thought, no, the humans are neither monsters. They are soft inside. So that were my little dog stories. I got so many experiences. Every walk with a dog can be a new man in your life, a new experience, a new enjoying moment. And over the Rainbow Bridge we meet again, maybe one day. See you soon in theater. That was Andreas Marc Berneth. I hope for you the best. Goodbye.